Riddle me this. I look bored 90% of the time, a couple of celebrities own me, and I am really expensive. What am I? The video title gave the answer away. But yeah, let's talk about the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. We'll uncover what they are and find out why people are paying crazy amounts of money for them. Stick around to find out about the guys behind these NFTs, the ApeCoin token, and the plans in store for this project. But first things first, what is the Bored Ape Yacht Club? The founders came up with a concept involving rich apes living in a swamp clubhouse. Crazy, right? Well, that didn't stop them. They went on and hired a freelance illustrator to draw the apes, and later partnered with 2 engineers to execute the collection. BAYC took large inspiration from CryptoPunks, which started this wave of profile picture NFTs. So, like CryptoPunks, BAYC has a collection of 10,000 characters with unique traits and rarity levels. Unique traits range from cyborg eyes, dagger in mouth, even pizza in mouth. You get the point. So basically, the more rare traits an ape image possesses, the more valuable the NFT. Well, isn't this the norm for most NFTs, you might ask? You're not wrong. However, BAYC takes it a step further, such that the owners of Bored Apes automatically become members of an exclusive club. So, like any other club, you get perks only available to the members. For example, BAYC members get access to the bathroom, a collaborative drawing board where they can leave digital graffiti, or access to a private Discord server where they can hang out and chat with other owners. These are some examples of member-only perks, with more expected as the BAYC roadmap progresses. Great! So who's behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club? BAYC was developed by 4 pseudonymous co-founders through their company Yuga Labs. They went by Gargamel, Gordon Goner, Emperor Tomato Ketchup, and No Sass. Well, their plan to stay anonymous was going well until BuzzFeed, a global news organization, revealed the true identities of Gargamel and Gordon Goner. In a blog post, BuzzFeed wrote that they had searched through public business records, which revealed that Yuga Labs, the company name behind BAYC, is incorporated in Delaware with an address associated with Greg Solano, or Gargamel as he was known then. Additionally, other records linked Greg Solano to Wiley Aronow, or Gordon Goner. Both went on to reveal their identities through posts on Twitter, alongside their Bored Apes. And following that, Emperor Tomato Ketchup and No Sass also did the same. Alright, now we have some understanding of BAYC NFTs, but their prices are still the elephant in the room. So why are Bored Apes so expensive? Well, there may be a couple of reasons. Let's look at some of them. The first reason is that Bored Apes are scarce. Economics 101. Low supply coupled with high demand drives up value. Since there are only 10,000 Bored Ape NFTs that are highly in demand, their prices inevitably rise. Also, BAYC adds another level of scarcity to their collection, since some Bored Apes are rarer than others due to their unique traits. Another reason is the halo effect that comes with big brand partnerships and celebrity backing. BAYC has partnered with well-known brands such as the Universal Music Group and the athletic shoes, sportswear, and accessories giant Adidas, to name a few. On top of that, celebrities like Steph Curry, Eminem, Serena Williams, and Justin Bieber, to name a few, own or have owned Bored Apes before. Since these celebrities have great influence and massive fan bases, it's natural that they can raise the general public's interest in these NFTs. This takes us back to the supply-demand dynamics, since interest drives demand, which in turn affects the price. The third reason may be simply because they were one of the first collections out there. While they were not the first NFT collection, they still came early in the space. This may be one of the contributing factors to the project's success. CryptoPunks, for example, are commonly seen as the OG NFTs, one of the reasons why they are so valuable. By the way, Yuga Labs bought CryptoPunks, their prime competitor, which places their brand in a much better position as a pioneer in the space. If you can't beat them, just buy them, right? We've also mentioned that BAYC is more than just an NFT. A more accurate way would be to describe them as a passkey that allows owners to tap into exclusive benefits. For example, Bored Ape users have access to additional free NFTs, such as the Bored Ape Kennel Club NFTs, which non-members have to pay thousands to acquire. BAYC also provided mutant serums that mutate users' Bored Apes to mint Mutant Ape Yacht Club, or MAYC NFTs. While these NFTs provide ways for BAYC to reward owners, they also allow new users to ape into the yacht club. These four are just some major factors that contribute to BAYC's value, but overall, there is a multitude of factors that came into play. Alright, let's talk about ApeCoin and the ApeCoin DAO. ApeCoin is an ERC20 token, meaning that it's built into the Ethereum network to serve as the governance and utility token of the ape ecosystem. ApeCoin used the classic airdrop technique with hopes of creating a fear of missing out effect. Basically, owners of Bored Ape NFTs were eligible to claim 150 million tokens that were sent to their wallets. This followed multiple listings of the token in the most popular exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, and FTX. ApeCoin is currently trading at around $9 at the time of making this video, just 2 weeks after a bull run that saw it hit its all-time high at $26. So what about ApeCoin DAO? By the way, if you don't get the whole concept of DAOs or decentralized autonomous organizations, watch this video where we break it down. Anyway, back to ApeCoin DAO, which is the organization behind the ApeCoin, just like Yuga Labs is behind BAYC. So ApeCoin holders can exercise their right to participate in ApeCoin DAO. ApeCoin's supply is hard capped at 1 billion tokens, and 62% of its total supply was allocated to the Ecosystem Fund, which will fund community-driven initiatives as voted on by ApeCoin DAO members. ApeCoin has already been integrated into some projects. This includes being used as in-game currency for the mobile game Benji Bananas, or as a utility token and payment for E11 residences, a 65-story condo tower in downtown Miami. Additionally, ApeCoin's utility will increase when BAYC's official NFT marketplace, known as Ape Drops, is fully launched. This may also be the case in the event ApeCoin decides to launch its own chain in the future. Alright, let's talk about Bored Ape's entry into the Metaverse. Yuga Labs recently launched its highly publicized Metaverse, known as the Otherside. The Otherside consists of 200,000 plots of land known as Other Deeds, which are simply NFTs that act as title deeds for the plots of virtual land. At launch, the price of minting one Other Deed was set at 305 Ape dollars, which was around $5,800 US at the start of the sale. The launch wasn't as smooth as Yuga Labs wished, mainly since the Mint event, which is the largest in NFT's history, proved too much to handle for the Ethereum network. This brought up mixed reactions from their users. For one, most people weren't amused that they had to pay more in gas fees than for the actual NFT, while some were just happy to flaunt their new pieces of virtual land on Twitter. Other Deed NFTs are available for purchase in NFT marketplaces like OpenSea and LooksRare, with a floor price of around 2.99 ETH, or $6,000 at the time of making this video. Well, something that is clear now is that the Apeverse will keep on expanding. What started as a simple NFT project has birthed even more successful projects. It will be interesting to see the creative ideas the creators will implement to try to keep their fan base engaged and attract more people to their project. So, are you going to ape in, or will you observe from afar? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on all our socials for future alpha. See ya!